at the rhythm of the sun. Well, I was wide awake until the dawn upon her face, and the echoes of our song as it hummed along. So stay with me, you are my missing pieces. Oh, you are my missing pieces. You are my missing pieces. So won't you stay with me?
Good morning, friends. It's Friday.
Good morning.
As you can see, Johnny is not in his studio space, so we just had a minute to kind of figure out our tech issues. We were bound to hotel Wi-Fi restrictions.
Yay. Yes, I was unexpectedly kept overnight. I had to bring puppy. He had a surgery, and I thought he was supposed to come back yesterday. They had to keep him overnight. No, everything's great. That was actually expected that he was supposed to stay overnight, but we weren't told that. So here I am. I'm 2 hours away from home, but he's doing fine, and I'm here.
I'm glad Eddie made it through well. Very happy to hear that. I think you might be a little quiet. It's just the nature of where we are, so you probably just have to speak up a little bit or turn up on that.
Okay.
I'm not sure. Or if you have your input audio, if that's available to go up, just crank it. Good morning, everyone. Yes, I see in the chat you guys are asking what happened yesterday. Well, we had a lot of people in the chat having a good old time, and about 15 seconds before our Night Wish reaction went live, it all disappeared. Sorry about that. Slight copyright issue, because that's what we do on our channel. We will get that back up. We're waiting for them to clear it, and then so it'll be up in the next week or two whenever that clears. So we appreciate your patience on that one. It's just our game. So today's going to be a little different. Bad news, good news. The bad news is Johnny is only available for an hour. So we're going to look at Angeline Quinto, The Dawn, and Juan Karlos. We're going to do our normal. We got 3 songs selected based on your comments. You guys are going to vote for the second one. And then Brigitte, who I don't think a lot of you have met yet, is going to join me when Johnny leaves. And we're going to listen to Christmas songs from Filipino singers because we
as
love
soon as
Christmas
Halloween's over,
more than Johnny. So we have a game plan.
Oh my god!
Exactly.
And please hit like and subscribe if you haven't already, and ring that bell so you always know what we are up to.
Yes, there's a little delay here, so thank you for your patience on this. Also, please be sure to click on the link below where you can buy us a coffee, help support the page, and even become a silver, gold, or diamond thrill-only member, which, by the way, we have our diamond meeting Monday coming up. On Monday every month, we all get together. We have Zoom meetings, and we get to actually see you on camera and hang out and react to music and things like that. So if anyone's thinking about it, that would be awesome to do this weekend, and we get to meet you on Monday. All right.
How's my volume now? I turned it up a little bit.
I don't know if it made a difference.
Okay.
But thank you for trying. We are taking on, first up is Angeline Quinto. We know this name. Why do we know this name? Quinto. Did she sing, was it Queendom or something?
It does sound familiar.
Yeah, the name's familiar. So this song is on ASAP, so we're gonna have to have the transparency on. It is At Ang Hirap. I don't know. So At Ang, that is and the, I believe. I'm slowly learning Tagalog. I don't know what the last word. What is high rap? HIRAP mean? Obviously that's not how you pronounce it. Hirap? You guys can let us know in the chat. That would be awesome.
I don't know.
All right, here we go. You guys will fill us in. Oh, let me put the chat in too, so we've got that included on here.
Oh, righty.
Where are you? There you are. There you are. All right, cool.
So it means hardship, possibly?
Oh,
according to Francesca?
Brit Queens. That's where we heard.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you for that. Hardship. Okay, so in the hardship. Thank you.
kita. Damdamin ko'y pinipigil, sa loob umiiyak, dahil ikaw at ako ay hindi na. At ang hirap, magpapanggap pa ba ako na ako ay masaya, kahit ang totoo ay talagang wala ka na. At kung bukas pagmulat ng aking mata, may mahal ka ng iba, wala na akong magagawa. Di ba? San ba ko nagkamali? Di ko maintindihan. Kung sino pang nagmamahal, siya pang naiiwan. Siya pang naiiwan. At ang hirap.
So I was expecting her to be able to belt, and turns out
Surprise,
she
surprise.
can. I see you guys saying too. There's multiple versions of her singing this song. I mean, she's owning this one. I mean, this is anytime you're on a big stage versus like the Wish Bus, like you're saying. I mean, it's a completely different environment. Like today, for example, I
Like today.
get to enjoy West Tone audio. Johnny is stuck with his MacBook speakers, and it is a different experience.
I got
I'm
nothing.
sure.
Yes, nothing. Oh, you got the little logo?
I do, but it doesn't show on but it's on the wrong side. Johnny is not wearing his West Tone audio. Shame on you. But I am. No, but it's like, can you imagine like it's like the Wish Bus has like this, it's a studio setting. I mean, controlled sound, they get like the mix that they want in their headphones and everything. And so you respond better. So
Right.
I'm sure it's a cleaner thing, but I mean, God, this girl can sing. Just her range, her power, her vibrato. She goes up into like the belting tone, which I get really picky with terms when it comes to singing, but belt is a good one because you're purposely forcing air pressure. You're purposely taking your chest range past its what I call its inherent threshold where you would want to flip into head voice. You're pushing it out of the way. That's what gives it like that
Yes.
really cool sound.
Yeah, no, she's killing it right now.
Yeah.
There's a song that we wrote years ago that we that was in the festival that we won.
Ostini.
I feel like she would have. Yes.
Yes,
She would've
yes.
killed that song.
Oh my goodness! It might even be in the same key, but it has like that range of like.
Yeah.
Maybe we should give it to her. All right, here we
Maybe
go.
we should. I would.
because she cares.
I'm down for that.
All right, let me keep playing here.
Yeah. Modulation.
Thank you. Anna. Voice. Oh, then transition to something else. Yeah, I could. You guys are saying too, like her idol is Regine Velasquez. Whose wasn't growing up?
Whose
if you're-
isn't? Yeah,
I
right.
was gonna say, if you're in a certain generation, like how do you not have her as an idol
Yeah.
on some level? Oh my goodness,
Yeah. No, she's great. She's great.
Johnny. Someone was asking you. You said modulation. I don't know if are you able to play the notes in your imaginary piano in the
Yes.
hotel?
Modulated up to A.
So
And she-
Brigitte, she's going to, if she hasn't already, because I can't see it, there should be a poll there in terms of which song we're going to watch next of Angeline. Great voice. What we're going to listen to right now is The Dawn, and the song is called Salamat. I don't know what that
The Dawn, is this a band?
It is.
Okay, cool.
It is.
Nice.
Wait, where's the actual link? Where's the link? Here's the link. And I don't know what that means. So this is live at OPM 2013. I see requests coming in for other artists. I appreciate that, but please put them in the comments after the live stream for next week. And I see we have more Set fans. Good news, Maury's on next week's Friday. So if you have recommendations, not in the chat, but put them in the comments next or after this live stream. We have Morissette, Arthur Neary, and SB19. All 3 repeats. They are our top requested 3. Very excited about next week. It's excited to kind of bring them back in here a little bit. So,
oh yeah, for sure.
yeah. All right, here we go. Salamat. Did anyone say what this means? It means thank you so much for that. Munchkin Goo. That is an adorable name. Munchkin Goo.
Kaya wala po kaming choice kundi tugtugin itong kantang ito.
Oh, I can't see it.
I can.
Itong kanta na to walang kamatayan dahil sa
It's
inyong
really
Sorry
good
about
for
that.
you.
And please watch out because before the year ends, The Dawn will release its 15th album.
Wow. 15th
Wow. Man.
album. And this is back in 2013.
Okay ba kayo dyan?
Wow.
So they've been around.
Maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat sa suporta.
Thank you,
Maraming
Agnes.
salamat sa paghihintay. Mabuhay lahat ng bandang Pilipino.
Kind of reminds me
Dahil
of
sa kanila, buhay din
of
kami.
a Prince song. Give me
Yeah.
Salamat! At tayo'y may pinag.
It's like a rock band. He's got like a rock tone.
Let's do this.
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you, Chris.
All right, here we go. It is a rock band.
OPM means Salamat!
This guy's energy.
Salamat at tayo'y Salamat at may gabing nakalaan sa kaunting kasiyahan. Yung mga nasa likod, okay ba kayo dyan? Come forward, folks! Salamat at tayo'y Salamat at sa pagbawi ng uhaw ay may darating na araw. O kahit tamis ang ating samahan sa tunay na kaibigan.
Great drummer.
At tayo'y may pinagsamahan. Salamat.
It's right on that stage.
Play for them, man.
Oh. All right, this guy can play. I almost said this kid can play, but I'm guessing he's not 19 like he looks in the video.
Yeah, we're not gonna make that mistake again.
I'm learning.
Yeah. So far, love the energy. The mix is your sort of quintessential poor live mix. It sounds like it's just going right through the board. So
It's not a great
really
mix.
tough.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like post-produced in a way that's like, you know, it's sometimes mixes like this, or I should say performances like this, are better captured just on your iPhone. Of course, this is 2013, 13, but it's like just
Right.
capturing the room on a phone is better than just the line mix, which is what we're getting
Yeah,
here.
so, which means that so they're recording right into the board, so it's just the raw signal, and it's just you get what
Yeah.
you get with that.
You get
You know,
exactly.
the vocals aren't compressed; they're like all over the
so
place.
everything's it doesn't have a
dynamically, so you're
sheen
missing-
to it.
Yeah,
Exactly. But it's fun
But
band. See
it's
everything's
really
going
fun,
on.
yeah.
Obviously, vocally, it's not like a lot of rock bands. It's more about the whole ambience and energy and everything else. It's just it's not asking a lot of him vocally, at least at this so far in the song. But fun vibe.
Mm-hmm. yeah.
Killer guitars.
One, two, three, four. Kay tamis ng ating samahan sa tunay na kaibigan, OPM Masan. Alright, kaya na sabi ko,
Thank you, Francesca.
lahat po ng OPM na banda ay nandito para sa inyo. Hindi mo madali ang magbanda sa Pilipinas. Marami po kaming kalaban. Maraming kakontra. Pero dahil sa bawat isa sa inyo, buhay kami.
That's cool.
Tandaan nyo yan, i-YouTube nyo yan. Dahil sa inyo, buhay kami.
Happy Halloween, Cleo.
Kaya ngayon, bubuhayin natin lahat ng mga awitin na nagbago sa buhay natin. Songs that influence our lives. Songs that touch our hearts. Songs that what made you, you today.
You see those bands are like the nostalgia bands. You grew up at that time period. Like I said, it's not about a polished vocal delivery. It's a
Right.
vibe. Fan interaction.
Nung minsa'y nariyan lang, o ba't bigla lang nawala? Daig mo pa ang isang dahil dito sa Mariposa ay
Formed in 97.
mahirapang nag-iisa. Oh yeah, dito sa Mariposa ako lang yata
information.
nag-iisa. Ayoko nang mag-isa.
Well, it's a different song. It felt like we were kind of moving into something else.
Yeah.
River Maya song.
The same key, so it's, yeah.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. It's like a medley.
Sinong sawa sumigaw. Hallelujah.
It's the third song in now.
It's the third one.
Tingnan mo.
Or like overlapping. They may have kept everything in the same key to just try to.
Maybe, yeah.
Ako ngayon'y lumilipad at nasa
Sandra's saying it's melody from a whole different band.
gusto mo ba?
So it's like a mashup in the middle of their main song. Just kind of.
Oh, okay.
Gusto mo ba? Gusto mo ba? Gusto mo ba? Salamat. Salamat sa'yo.
Oh, we're back to the first song now.
Kaibigan ko.
Okay.
I think. We're on a little detour for our first introduction to the band.
Salamat at tayo'y may
I really like this drummer.
salamat. Kulay
Got
ka.
some cool polyrhythms in that this build-up.
Salamat sa iyo! Kaibigan ko! Salamat sa iyo!
Say salamat to you, my Lou. You know what that word means now. Thank you very much for the copy.
Salamat at tayo'y may salamat sa iyo. OPM means rock and roll.
Fun band.
Thank you. Good night.
He's a good frontman. He's got the hype, the energy, thing like that. Like, you know, vocally, obviously we could hear he's a little off in that, but it's this live rock loose setting that's fun. Musicians are killer behind him. And we have we're going to circle back to him. I don't know what's been voted on because I can't see that in my screen. So I'm anxious to hear another song here.
Yeah, definitely want to hear him in another setting. That
Yeah.
Bad.
The mix was poor, but
It's tough to gauge kind of what's going on.
I can appreciate the success of this song, like in that time period and that energy.
I can see why people like them. I know they're it's just tough to gauge with that particular one.
Exactly. All right, so we're moving on to our most requested of the day, Juan Karlos. We're going to watch the music video on this one, and there's a lot to pick from. We're going to start here. This has 178 million views, so a few people have appreciated it over the course of the last 5 or 6 years. The name of the song is Buwan, Buwan. If someone can help me out on what that means, that would be awesome. And let's jump in. I don't know if I can take the transparency off for this one or not. I want to, but I also don't want it to go to copyright. So I'm going to split the difference, Johnny. I'm going to take a mild risk.
Oh,
if you will. Is that advisable?
Does that ever work out for us ever?
Not yet, but I want you to be able to see the video.
Yes, that's true.
So let me make a quick little adjustment.
All right, we're going to roll the dice.
It's what we do. All right, so we've got like, it was that. Now it's this. Let's see what we get. Hopefully that way you can watch it too. It means moon. Okay. Thank you for that.
Okay.
Chris. All right, here we go.
Not really.
Ako'y sa'yo, ikaw ay akin.
Like this.
Ganda mo sa paningin. Ako ngayon'y nag-iisa. Sana ay tabihan na.
Very conversational delivery.
Sa ilalim ng puting ilaw.
Oh, thank you, Davey.
Sa dilaw na buwan. Pakinggan mo
It sounded familiar.
aking sigaw. Sa dilaw na buwan. Ayokong mabuhay ng malungkot. Ikaw nagpapasaya.
Interesting. So obviously they're arguing, but there's like this laid back, almost lightheartedness feel to it.
Halina tayo'y humiga. Saan kaya? Sa ilalim ng puting ilaw, sa dilaw na buwan, pakinggan mo ang aking sigaw. Sa dilaw na buwan.
Got a lot of passion in his delivery.
Yeah.
I could see it's a short leap for making this a reggae style. Just like the upswing to it.
Yeah.
Ang iyong ganda'y umaabot sa buwan.
Had no idea.
Tibok ng puso'y ibig sa kalawakan at bumabalik dito sa akin. Ikaw ang mahal, ikaw lang ang mamahalin. Pakinggan ang puso at damdamin, damdamin aking damdamin. Sa ilalim ng puting ilaw, sa dilaw na buwan, pakinggan mo ang aking sigaw. Sa dilaw na buwan. Tata. Sa ilalim ng puting ilaw, sa dilaw na buwan, pakinggan mo ang
So he lost her.
sa dilaw na
Well, he sings with passion.
He sure does. Yeah.
There's
I
this-
love it. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, it's the song is kind of laid back, and he sort of has somewhat of a restrained, laid back quality to his delivery, but it's still I mean, those are high notes, singing with so much power at the same time. It's a really cool mixture of that sort of laid back, but still, yeah, that super passionate.
Yeah, it's just maybe this sounds gross, but there's like spit in his voice. You know what I mean? There's almost like a slight lack of technique, and I don't mean, I'm not suggesting at all that he's not a skilled singer, but
Like a
there's that-
rawness.
yeah,
A
there's
rawness,
just
a
the
nice
feeling of like,
rawness, yeah.
I'm just gonna like push and it. I don't care what the risk is.
Like a
and-
Steven Tyler, from Aerosmith type of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, he just takes the risk to get that little rock edge, and just like you can literally hear the spit in his voice. So the folds are vibrating and fighting against the air pressure, and it just gives it like this like when just after someone might cry or try to hold back from tears, it's like a little bit of those that type of tension that just gives it like a deeper story
Mhm.
underneath his delivery. So very cool. In
Yeah,
props
the
to
pleading-
Bagoy.
Yeah, the pleadingness in his.
Yes. I was saying props to Bagoy too for like, making it his. Now that we've heard the original, I mean, he definitely like filtered it through his brain and his voice and made it his own. So that's even cooler.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. So, hey, Flory.
Flory, I am 2 hours away from home. I had to take Eddie to the vet for an operation. He's good to go, but I'm stuck here.
Yes.
I'm going to leave right after this.
And we already did our West Tone plug. I see your name and I think West Tone, even though you have nothing to do with West Tone.
Yes.
So no need to remind me. All right. So up next is we are back to Angeline and Yeng. We've heard Yeng before too, haven't we? It's I love that these artists work together.
Yeah.
And it's called A Powerful Duet. I'm pretty sure that's
Okay.
not the name of the song, so we'll see how this unfolds.
Wonder what we're going to get.
Let's go.
Naglalagay ng kolorete sa aking mukha
Smooth tone.
para di nila
That's latte.
malaman ang tunay na naganap na ikaw at ako ay hindi na. At ang hirap
Thank you, Jude.
magpapanggap pa ba ako na ako'y masaya kahit ang totoo ay talagang wala ka na. At kung bukas pagmulat
So we know this melody.
aking mata, may mahal ka ng iba, wala na akong magagawa.
Yeah, it's the same song as earlier. That's what I thought. It's like we just heard this.
I was going to say.
All right, here's Yeng.
Paano ko ba sasabihin sa mga kaibigan ko kung ako rin ang sisisihin? Nabulagan ako, ngayon ikaw at ako ay wala na. At ang hirap magpapanggap pa ba ako na ako ay masaya kahit ang totoo ay
Yeng wrote this?
talagang wala
Is that right?
ka na. At kung bukas pagmulat ng aking mata, may mahal ka ng iba, wala na akong magagawa. Di ba? Saan ba ko nagkamali? Di ko maintindihan. Kung sino pang nagmamahal, siya pang naiiwan. Siya pang naiiwan.
Nice. It's even better than the last time we heard her do it.
A
half hour ago.
Yes.
Great having you here, Tracky Nuts.
Kahit ang totoo ay talagang wala ka na. At kung bukas pagmulat ng aking mata,
Nice.
may mahal ka ng iba, wala na akong magagawa. Di ba?
Nice.
That's cool.
That's cool to like sing it with the one who wrote it. That's always a cool feeling because there's just like this respect, and I imagine there's a little bit of a nervous energy. Not saying that she
probably.
sounded nervous, but it's like you put extra pressure on yourself when the person who composed the piece is there, or even
you
if
don't
they're
wanna mess
playing
it up.
piano.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they sound really good together, even singing in unison. I mean, and they're both kind of doing their thing and they're belting out, and it doesn't always work when you got two belters at the same time singing
Correct.
the same lead, but their voices match really
And I liked
well.
it in the moments that they did split off with the harmony. It was like, oh, there we go. Like that was cool. It's just kind of like it gave it like another energy there. Okay, so this song is Enveloped Ideas. Oh, this looks like it's from the same concert. We didn't care for the sound. I'm going to see if I can find a better mix of these guys. So you guys like this song. Let's see if we can find something better here. All right, so we have the... What are you guys feeling here? So we have an official lyric video. We can just focus on like the studio track. That might be kind of cool. And there's this one live from a different time. Well, which one are you guys thinking? Studio version or live, but hopefully a better mix?
I kind of want to hear a studio version.
I was leading in that way too. Well, I was asking you, and we'll see if we get their support.
Yeah, just because we had the live before.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So let's hear them like in their element, in their controlled element.
Yes.
I think that's a great idea. So hopefully you guys agree. So this video was put up 7 years ago, but we know the song.
And that's not to say
old,
they're not
right?
a great live band. It's just
Mm-hmm.
the sound quality is always.
Oh yeah, no, but it plays into it. All right, let's do it.
Singing out my envelope ideas.
It's like in a chamber hall.
Doesn't seem all too bad. Hoping it would be easier.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
It's got like a choral way he's singing this.
Yeah. Talk about that.
Okay.
Trying pointlessly to understand.
What year is this? Kind of got me.
Released in 1986.
Okay. Sounds 80s, yeah.
This is what I call my enveloped ideas. Singing out my enveloped
Saying that's not it.
ideas. Doesn't seem
All right, we have some confusion in the chat. Now we're like, wait, it's not it. Is this not them? Since the dawn enveloped ideas.
I was gonna say this is new wavy for sure.
Is this it? All right, I'm just gonna hit play until we're proven otherwise.
too bad. Hoping it would be easier to sing out my enveloped ideas.
Okay.
Why should I carry this platter? Did it just pass me by?
It does sound a little like Tears for Fears.
And does one cleave right on the edge? I have an empty dream, this here, my ideas. Singing out my enveloped ideas. Doesn't seem all too bad. Hoping it would be easier to sing out my enveloped ideas.
For those of you who are new here, just so you know, request for songs, especially for artists that aren't included in today's, should go in the comments after the live stream. Otherwise, they will get lost in chat, and we're not taking live requests right now. And also, please do not copy paste. Johnny doesn't have his green music to play right now, but we don't like spamming on this channel. That includes all capital letters. And it also includes not, also very important, not to repeat the same request over and over again, because that's not fair for everybody else in the chat who also has something to share or say about the music we are appreciating right now. Lecture done. Thank you for joining us. It was passive aggressive, right?
A little bit.
Well, we love that you're here. All right, you go. So that song is what we would call the bop of the 80s. Would it not be? That
Absolutely. New wave. I for some reason I doubt that you listened to new wave in the 80s.
No, or ever. This is this is about the most I don't think I've ever got through a whole song before that's from like the just fall under the, like, I know you guys are mentioning The Cure, Duran Duran. Is that like the era of songs?
Kinda.
I don't know,
like
because
Flock
I
of
don't listen to
Seagulls.
those bands. So
Yeah, like who were those bands? Yeah, Tears for Fears, I guess. Even though Tears for Fears was a little bit more, they had a little more psychedelic edge to them than these guys.
Okay.
This is just like straightforward, like new wave punk, which I think I appreciate it more now. You know, just because it's just so that time period is so encapsulated and so connected with that sound. It's just takes me back to when I was 5.
I was gonna say, how old are you again?
No, but
I could just see baby Johnny in his room, headphones, stealing mom and dad's record, listening.
Yeah, no, I never. It was just in the atmosphere, you know. It was like on TV. It just reminds me of that time, and I don't know. I just see Molly Ringwald dancing with, you know, her oversized sweater, and
Definitely has a Breakfast
whatever.
Club nostalgia to it for sure, which I've seen way too many times when I was a kid.
But I wanted to talk about that intro part where he was singing and he manipulated his tone, and to me, you know, he had that sort of what I like to call the Irish tenor sound, you know, the "Oh Danny boy." So what does one have to do to make that sound? I mean, I know what I just did.
I think you demonstrated it perfectly.
But what is, do you know the mechanics of that? Can you explain that?
It's basically rounding the vowels and slightly lowering the larynx. So it's like you just did. You lowered your jaw. You kind of literally rounded the shape with your lips. Like, so everything is like this. So it gives like more of a space, you know, resonant space. But you also lowered the larynx, which gives it, if you go too far, you end up sounding like Yogi Bear. Hey, boo boo, right? So you got this sound right here, very cartoonish. If you go too far down, if you release it just a little bit, you get this choir kind of, it's almost, I mean, it's surreal, right? It's like, it's just not our speaking voice, where we round and lower the larynx, and it's a very resonant kind of thing. And a lot of church choirs do that because it just kind of like homogenizes like the frequencies in a way that's just kind of ethereal and angelic, especially when you go into like the head voice sounds.
Yes. Oh, Depeche Mode's a good example of that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear that. Okay,
so wanted. It's so funny because the 80s, you know, like it's so funny the different eras, like how people sing like one another. I feel like 10 years ago, everybody tried to sound like Adele. You know, before that, you know,
that's on the list for later. I don't mean to interrupt you, Johnny, but I'm very excited about it, and he's not Go on.
Yeah, in the 90s, everybody tried to sound like Kurt Cobain, just that overly grungy, like,
Yeah.
like, and then in the 80s, everybody sounded like, oh, you're everything I wanted, you're everything I needed, it's like.
Yeah, it is interesting how it's like you said, like these bubbles, like these time periods of certain sounds, and even the keyboard sounds that they were using then too was very much
the synth
depicted
sounds,
there.
but the beat. I don't know. It's cool. I like that.
Okay, so we are back to Juan Karlos. The song it's E-R-E. Does that stand for something? Because Erie isn't spelled that way, but that's how I want to pronounce it. So I'll pass out on that one. And this is on his channel. I'm not going to take the transparency on. I think we're going to watch this video, and I think it's going to be fine. Also, please be sure to check out the top pinned comment
famous
below
last words.
where our Patreon page is, should you need to watch this later.
Famous last words. Oh, and also real quick, thank you to my usual setup is not right. Hold on. Thank you to
Thank you, Mr. DJ.
Madrigal.
Means
Thank
air.
you to Gaia. Thank you for your coffees, and Milu for your
10
10 coffees.
Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it.
Awesome.
All right, let's go. This is, wait, how long ago was this? Just 1 year ago. An official live performance.
Lahat ng pagmamahal
Cool voice, man.
Yeah.
at oras na aking tingkay, parang di mo pansin ang sama ko sa iyong paningin. Oh, diba nakakaputang ina, tayo'y
In context, that's cool.
at ako'y iniwan mo, diba? Pinagmukha mo kong tanga, tayo'y lumilipad at ako'y iniwan mo. Di mo agad sinabi
He's so interesting.
na may duda na sa'yo ang isip. Dinalalim mo pa
Thank you for that. I got you covered.
ang sugat dito sa aking dibdib. Oh, diba nakakaputang ina, tayo'y lumilipad at ako'y iniwan mo. Oh, diba pinagmukha mo kong tanga, tayo'y lumilipad at ako'y iniwan mo sa ere.
Got like a theatrical quality to him.
At ako'y iniwan mo sa ere. At ako'y iniwan mo. Tatlong bilyon, ikaw lang ang aking gusto. Pasensya na kung ngayon ako'y di para sa'yo. Tayo ay papunta na sa ating bagong yugto. Ayokong mabuhay sa isang mundong walang tayo. Tatlong bilyon, ikaw lang ang aking gusto. Pasensya na kung ngayon ako'y di para sa'yo. Tayo ay papunta na sa ating bagong yugto. Ayokong mabuhay sa isang mundong walang tayo. Diba nakakaputang ina, tayo'y lumilipad kaputang ina, tayo'y lumilipad, at ako'y iniwan mo pa, di ba?
Jeff Buckley moment.
Yeah. Jeff uses his face a lot too to like.
At ako'y iniwan mo.
Yeah, definitely some Jeff Buckley moments. Cool.
Wow. So first of all, let me address this swearing. I love that we're going right into like, hopefully non-swearing Christmas songs right after this. But
Could you imagine?
when you no, right? I'm sure they exist. But the funny thing is that not knowing, because I didn't hear any swearing because I only know English, right? So all I heard was tone, and he is a storytelling, tonally gifted singer in that aspect. So like you hear his loss and being ghosted and like all those things. So with not even knowing, with apparently very bad language, I apologize to you guys for that. And
isn't it funny though, because we had no idea.
Oh, you didn't tell us, no idea. I'd be like singing along later, and I'd probably get in trouble from Aurora.
There's an energy with with certain words like that, but it's like if you don't know the language, it's like
it just
doesn't
exactly,
mean anything. Yeah.
Exactly. So that's
I wanted.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah. So just hearing him the second time, he's definitely got sort of an indie. I would classify him as indie rock, Filipino indie rock, which there's definitely a different approach to that type of singing too. So I was in an indie band, and it's I've sang in indie bands, I've sang in cover bands, I've sang in more rock bands, and each one has its own specific delivery. And in indie, I would sort of describe it, at least in this case, he's got sort of like an angsty croon. Everything's a little bit.
Ooh, I
it's
like that.
Crooning in the sense like start spreading the news, like everything's a little bit slower release, but he's like he's like kind of like creeping in notes a little bit, and the vibrato's kind of like late onset like a crooning thing, but it's a little different.
But the angsty with that is that's a great term.
Yeah, because it's just a little bit. Thank you. No, it's a little
Cummings.
lazy, but it still has that energy to it and that little something,
Yeah.
Especially in the vibrato.
And just the way he's using expression muscles, those muscles, tongue and jaw, just certain tensions he's carrying. He keeps his jaw closed a lot, and it just kind of gives it a little bit of a tension mixed in with it, right? So
and
all that
like
combination.
That Jeff Buckley thing,
yeah,
like that little. The vibrato's almost like in the back, like. Yeah,
I like it.
Cool.
Well, microphone drop on the angsty crooning, Johnny. I know you have to go. So,
yes, thank you guys for being patient with my situation.
Yes, so we're the live stream is going to keep going. We're gonna Brigitte is going to join us, so we're gonna listen to some Christmas music because apparently it started 2 months ago in the Philippines, and we need to catch up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they start in September. That's like.
Wow.
Yes. And Bridget and I love Christmas music. So, and speaking of croonies, particularly for me, anything from Frankie Sinatra, Christmas, I can listen to it all year long. I just don't tire of it. I don't know why.
Yeah. I mean, there are classic songs. I mean, some of the best written songs, I think, are Christmas songs. I mean, that's why they stand the test of time, but if you break them down, they are some of the most sophisticated
Absolutely.
pieces of music going.
Absolutely. So, Johnny, you will be back for TGIFF next week. And for those of you just joining us now, next week, just a little reminder, we have our top 3 most requested. Our most requested male right now is Arthur Neary. So we're going to bring him back. We've only heard one song in exclusive, like back in April. So we're way behind on him. Most requested female singer right now is Morissette. So we'll check that out. And our most requested group right now is SB19. So all 3 next week with Johnny. So please be sure to join us with that. And he'll be back in his studio. And we hope you have a safe drive home with Eddie and that Eddie heals completely well.
Alrighty. Thank you so much, guys. We'll talk to you soon. See ya.
Bye, Johnny. And
Bye.
for those of you who have never met Brigitte, you've heard me say her name many times. She is the one who helps us out with the polls in banning people in the chat at will. I'm kidding. She's a lovely, patient woman, and here she is.
Hi, good morning.
Oh my goodness. So I think if we have any Army and Deer here, I'm sure you've seen you before. And I switched between Bridget, that's how I got to know your name, and Brigitte,
That's
which
fine.
is
That's
closer
fine.
to your German root correct way of saying it, I think. I'm still working on
Yeah,
it.
it's perfect.
I just got to set you up in a couple different scenes here. Let's see. There you are. And okay, cool. So, because we just found out this morning that Johnny had to leave early, we quickly scrambled for an idea. And I think you were hesitant until I said Christmas. Is that correct?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
He sent me one text. He was like, "Would you like hop on?" And I was like, "I don't know." And he goes, "Next text coming. We can do Christmas songs." And I was like, "Yeah, got me. I'll
Like,
be there."
done.
Of course. How would I say no?
So we just have a few selected, and we will absolutely do a Christmas special for TGIFF when we get a little bit closer to Christmas as well. But we got a few selected here. We're going to do Leia Salonga. We're going to check out the Mads singing a song. And then we have Grown Up Christmas List with Daryl, GiGi, Katrina, and Sam.
I like that
I'm
song.
sure I will share that with John and make sure he goes back and listens to that as well.
Yeah.
Because he's missing out, I'm sure. All right, so let me switch to this. All right, cool. All right, I'm going to put the transparency on this. Miss Leia Salonga, queen of theater worldwide, not just Philippines, I would argue.
I should
This
grow
is
my hair out to that cut. Like, that's so cool.
me too. I was thinking the same thing. I'm glad we're on the same page.
As always.
So this is Payapang Daigdig, if I'm saying that.
I think it's Payapang Daigdig.
Payaping, yes, it would not. Yes, I like the E. So, Brigitte knows English, German, and Spanish. You're fluent in those three, and I know you're learning at least two others. Korean?
One other right now.
One other. Well, I'm
Yeah.
trying to get you to learn Tagalog so you and I could practice.
You're also trying to get me to learn Chinese.
That would also be helpful for our channel. Throw a
Yeah,
little
it would.
Kazakhstanian in there too while you're at it. All right, here we go.
Let's hear it.
Oh, you're saying it's misspelled, so it's not ping, it's pang. So I was reading
Oh.
this one, so that's why. So it's payapang. So they had
Okay,
it
well,
misspelled
then
here.
you
All right,
were
thank you for
right.
that.
Mhm.
In my home country, the Philippines, Christmas actually begins, as you know, in September. And that's how much we love the holidays.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
it's not just the decorations,
You're doing it all wrong.
the food, and the presents. We love the music. Tonight, we'd like to share one Christmas song that is especially beloved in the Philippines, and for good reason. On New Year's Day, 1942, a few weeks after the bombings at Pearl Harbor, Manila was attacked. By the time the war ended 3 years later, it was almost completely destroyed. Then, a year after that, on Christmas night 1946, a young Filipino
is.
musician by the name of Felipe de Leon climbed to the top of the tallest remaining ruins. There, as he looked out on the dark devastation of war, he was inspired to write this carol of peace. It has brought hope and healing to the Filipino people ever since. May it bring hope to you this Christmas as well.
Great backstory to this.
Ang gabi payapa, lahat ay tahimik, pati mga tala sa bughaw na langit, kay ay hinhin ng hangin, waring umiibig sa kapayapaan ng buong daigdig.
So much nuance in her delivery.
Payapang panahon ay diwa ng buhay, biyaya ng Diyos sa sangkatauhan. Ang gabi payapa, lahat ay
I tried. I'm sorry there isn't any.
tahimik, pati mga tala sa bughaw na langit. Payapang panahon ay diwa
It's the
ng
Tabernacle Choir.
buhay, biyaya ng Diyos sa sangkatauhan. Ang gabi payapa, lahat ay tahimik, pati mga tala sa bughaw na langit, pati mga tala sa bughaw na langit.
Oh.
That is so pretty.
Na langit.
Okay, this is the first and last time you're allowed on TGIFF because our questions coming in. Like, how old is Bridget? She's beautiful. Yes, she's beautiful. Can we focus on the music, please?
And spell my name right while we're at it.
Oh my goodness.
Kidding. This song is so pretty with the whole silent night in the background. Oh my
Yes, just that combination. And there was a since Johnny's not here and you do play piano, is there any chance you caught what that key change was?
I didn't. I have an excuse for this. I don't have the piano by my side. If I did,
Darn
we
it.
could try.
No, it wasn't a key change, but it had it definitely stepped outside of the key. It had right.
It
was
had really nice. Yeah, there was a different key on the there at the end.
Right there,
in the
and then it
silent
just-
night part. I don't know what the
But the
what
melody
Reggie's
stayed
song
in
was.
the original expected melody, but the chord
Yeah.
moved underneath it, which was beautiful. So I'm just really well constructed. And oh my goodness, Leia, every time her breath control, her just subtle crescendos, where she puts her vibrato, it's all
The
understated.
dynamics are-
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
not like a show-offy style singer. It maybe a little more old school in that sense. It's become such a competitive world in terms of belting and all that. But there's just something classic and controlled about her tone and her delivery. I just love her.
Yeah, and I don't know, it just felt so soft for the opening. Like it went with what Francesca translated about the peaceful,
Yes.
quiet, clear. So really super
Yes.
impressive. I love when songs are like that. The play with dynamics, as you said, really pretty.
Merry Christmas, Francesca. Thank you
Yes,
very
Merry
much.
Christmas.
Speaking
Nice
of, thank you for
fire
the-
mug,
I
Richard.
know. I am on. It's even in German, just for
Oh.
you.
Wow, where did
I
you
got-
get that?
I got.
If I
this-
visit your place, that mug might go missing.
No. This was in Germany at Epcot, so Florida, but at Disney.
Yeah. Close enough.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I do see, just so you guys know, I see requests coming in, and I love the Christmas requests, believe me. So we've already got a couple picked out for today. We're going to do a Christmas special, and I see requests coming in for more specific Morissette. Not to give too much away, we're going to hear for the next 2 Fridays. I said too much, but we'll more about 2 weeks from now, next week when we get there. But so we definitely have Maury on the list for things. We'll do more Christmas songs as we lead in. So, but right now we're gonna check out. This is from Ryan Kiabyab, which I'm very excited about. It's Munting Sanggol. What does that stand for? Munting. I know Munting. It has, what is it? It's like small something.
Francesca,
No.
help us out here.
Oh wait, no, we have Holy Baby. That is definitely not small.
Baby,
Well,
thank
baby,
you.
baby's
She's
small. Baby, all right. I'm still learning. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's check this out.
You have one more week. And then we
One more week. Or Little Child. All right, so I might be on it.
see.
So visually, I see this. It looks like it's all green screen. This might have been done during the pandemic. I was just trying to figure out what I was seeing. It looks a little unusual. Oh my god, the first 3
The
seconds.
opening chords. Yeah.
I know. You're like, wait, what is happening?
So pretty. Oh my goodness. So Johnny's gonna love this because it has crunchy harmonies.
Yes, it
so
is
far.
the Madrigals, by the way. Sorry, if I didn't say that. It's just the Philippine Madrigal singers, the Mads. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, just beautiful selections. And this was constructed by Ryan C. So that, there's a genius in just where the layers are. But then to execute that, especially when you have the crunchy chords, because you've got singers right next to you. You're singing this and they're doing that in moments, and you just have to maintain. It just shows the skill sets of these singers. Just beautiful. Let me back it up a little bit. Play it longer here. Exactly. Thank you for that info.
The dynamics too. Such a good play with volume.
Yes. That's such a Kiabyab move. just the way it wasn't like, oh, here's the chord structure, and then okay, now we're in a new key. It's just like the way he evolves. Obviously, Johnny can explain technically what he's doing, but there's just a feeling of movement that I've heard Ryan do that he's just so good at.
And it
And
flows so well, and the handoff from voice to
yes,
voice of the melody,
yep. And what
you
you were
don't even
saying,
notice.
no, and it's not just the dynamics you were talking about in terms of like quiet, loud, soft, all that, all of those transitions is, moving as one, but the timing with the consonants, you're hearing the S's, the D's, and the G's. To get that many voices and still have clarity of consonants also shows the amount of time that they had to have practiced.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
these guys are great. I'm gonna keep going here. On top there.
It's so soft.
Oh, that gave me chills. P5. Holy crap.
Wow. That was so good. I'm so adding this.
Beautiful.
I'm adding Tagalog songs to my 15-hour Christmas playlist.
Right?
What else am I going to do? Well, this was so pretty.
I mean, Ryan's a genius, and then you have singers like this that can just get it, right? So it's not just like what's on paper, because you can't write that much nuance just on a sheet of paper. Like, you have to understand the lyrics, the intent of the conductor and the composer, and just in being able to read each other in those moments.
Oh, yeah.
What a wonderful group.
I think for them to work like this, the chemistry between them has to be, that's something you get over time to a certain extent with practicing together, and you start reading each other so much, which the half circle that they always sing in helps, because
it really does. Yeah. And there's a sense of intuition that has to be, I think, innate, a little bit, obviously, but it has to be cultivated.
Yeah, that's what
to
I was
be
trying to
that
say. Yeah.
good. There's just no way around it.
Exactly. Oh my goodness, that was so. And the high
right.
notes were so.
Those caps
soft.
are accepted. OMG, those are
We're
allowed.
good with those. And I don't have it on hand to ban you right now anyway, so you're safe right now.
Don't tell them that.
I can open it really quick again.
Let's not tempt it. Oh my goodness, they're
And
amazing.
all those high notes, they were so soft. Like they were as if they were
Crystal.
enveloped and yeah, still clear, but so soft. I don't know. I'm someone who oftentimes ends up getting the high notes when it is in choirs and stuff, and that's what I want to sound like, what I hope to. Like that's
Right?
what we're going for.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Beautiful, beautiful group. And you guys are suggesting potential Reaction Wednesday to the Mads. I definitely like that idea as a whole.
is a
Just
great
a
idea.
reminder, this coming Wednesday, next week, is Regine Velasquez Reaction Wednesday with live requests. Y'all need to be there. That starts at 9 a.m. Eastern, which is going to... It's daylight savings ends this weekend.
Yeah.
That's the only thing about Benjamin Franklin I'm not happy about. I believe he's one who suggested it or pushed it through. I'm not sure what the details are because I'm not very good in history, but I know he's to blame for daylight savings. So please be sure to check what that is wherever you live in relation to when the U.S. changes.
But the good thing about this is that I am now able to join on Wednesdays in the chat because I'm out of class by that time because of the time change.
Yes. I don't know why you're in class to begin with. That's a whole nother conversation. You should just be here at all times.
Yeah.
All right, so
I know.
moving on to the next song this is Grown Up Christmas List.
I love this song.
I don't know if I know this one. It may, when I hear it, maybe it'll ring true.
If you don't know it, then we have to have a serious reevaluation of our friendship. But...
Okay, all right. Okay, so I'm seeing songs David Foster, Linda Thompson, and Amy Grant. So they are the composers of this, I'm guessing. But we have Daryl Ong, Sam Mengubot? Mengubot? I think he's got a great voice. I don't remember how to say his last name.
That.
GiGi, of course, Delana, and Katrina. So this is... I mean, can they screw this up? I don't know if they're capable of.
No, there's no way.
The only danger of having these singers together is giving space for each other, but we've also seen they're so good at knowing when to hand things off and allow the others to breathe. Anyway, I need to stop talking. We need to hear this. China's so missing out right now.
He can watch this afterwards.
Mangubat.
Do you remember me? I sat upon your knee. I wrote to you with childhood fantasies.
Well, I'm all grown up now and still need help somehow. I'm not a child, but my heart still can dream.
So here's my lifelong wish, my grown-up Christmas list. Not for myself, but for a world in need.
No more lives torn apart,
that wars would never start,
and time would heal all hearts.
and every man would have a friend.
And right would always win.
change.
Yeah, that's the original, I think.
As children we believe the grandest sight to see was something lovely wrapped beneath the tree.
There he is there.
But heaven only knows that packages and bows can never heal a hurting human soul.
Nice.
All lives torn apart, that wars would never start, and time would heal our hearts, and everyone would have a friend, and right would always win, and love would never end. This is my grown-up Christmas.
Accidentally hit rewind.
Lives torn apart,
The airiness.
wars would
Ah.
never start, and time would heal our hearts, and everyone would have a friend, and right would always win, and love would never end. This is my grown-up Christmas list. What is this illusion called innocence to you?
Oh.
Maybe only in our blind belief can we ever find the truth.
Oh, they sound so good together.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, wait. They panned hard. I can't hear Daryl. Hold on. I only have one ear. So for those of you who don't know, I'm completely deaf in my right ear. My left ear is considered like 110%. So my spectrum of frequency, how do I want to phrase this? My ability to hear frequencies is beyond the typical human range in one side, and I have nothing on my right side. It's just the way my brain developed over time. But I saw Daryl sing and I didn't hear anything, so they panned him hard
so
right.
they
So
panned.
let me back up. I want to hear what he's doing there. I'm so sorry.
But the combinations,
Oh,
this
this sounds
is
amazing.
So good.
Oh, the edge there. It's like a second or something to do with that.
Christmas list. This is my only lifelong list. This is my grown-up Christmas
Johnny seriously missed out.
Yeah.
We might need to bring this song back when we get closer to Christmas because I want to hear it again. And I'd
But
love
some
to
of
hear
the
his breakdown of some of the
choices.
harmony choices, right? That's
Yeah. The harmonies, but also like the way I know the song, it does modulate for the chorus,
right.
either way. But I know different versions from before, and most of them are from soloists. And I'm obviously not remembering a single singer that I know this song from, but like the choices that were made in terms of tone, like the tonal choices were so different from for example, no more lines torn apart. I'm used to that part being belted all
Big,
the time,
right?
or just at least given full everything. And here it was all of a sudden it was airy, and I was like, that makes sense for that word. Like, and it's so different. There were many instances like that. And I was just like, this.
But a lot of times,
so
think
cool.
about that though. A lot of times people get louder or go towards a belted tone because that's the only way they can access the note.
Yeah.
It's because they're trying to push their passaggio out of the way so their voice doesn't crack in between. But when you've got these four singers, they can all dance between. It's like, I want that note on that vowel at that volume with that tone because I feel like it, right? And
Exactly.
and that skill set allows them to stay true to the story without having to, dodge an imbalance in their voice, which is essentially what many singers do. They were just absolutely wonderful. Oh, that was awesome. I'm so glad we did this. I'm sorry Johnny wasn't able to be here, but this was a fantastic panicked recovery to do Christmas songs with you. Thank you so much for joining us today. We greatly appreciate that. And I'm glad all of our Filipino Friday viewers get a chance to finally meet you in the digital flesh, if you will.
I'm the one in the
Thank
chat
you.
most of the time. So
Yes,
Thanks for
thank
having
you
me.
everyone for hanging out with us today. Next week, again, we have Arthur Neary, SB19, and Morissette Amon. Please, 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 in the comments below, not in the chat, list which songs we should be checking out from those three artists for next week. And then we have a very special event taking place on the Friday after that. So it's going to be a great month with great singers and a great bunch of y'all with us. So thank you. Have an amazing day, an amazing evening, an amazing weekend. We love you. Bye,
Love you.
everyone.
Bye.